Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is the Stock Explorer. They are the newest member of our moderator squad. They've been with us for a very long time, and actually adding them into the mod squad was probably overdue. Nora is an unbelievably supportive creator and seems to be everywhere all the time. This is a creator who wholeheartedly lives by the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive, but they very much take part in the communities that they engage with and truly take part in YouTube as a social network. So here on their channel, what they seek to bring us is a level-headed and down-to-earth look at the stock markets and crypto markets. This creator is very forthcoming about their own portfolio and often has product in hand. As a matter of fact, I have seen this creator go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product, and then unbox that product live on a stream here on the channel, which I think is pretty cool. They have everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. And then as well, they bring that to us in all three types of content, including shorts, videos, in between the live streams that they do pretty much daily. They often have charts and graphs for us to look at, but more often it is friendly conversation and a lot of personal live streaming and vlogging lately as they were chasing their watch hours. We're very happy to announce that the Stock Explorer is officially monetized. So today, after Tuber Chat, in about 2.5 hours, we're going to go and raid them, and we will go over and help them celebrate. So thank you everybody for being here so early. I hope you will connect with the Stock Explorer if you haven't already. They're just beyond 1,300 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that they're going to be thinking about right now. I see some new friends in the chat and friends that have been with us for a long time. Life with Adrienne XO, it's good to see you here. Scratch and PPA, of course, is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube. He's here on the wheel as a moderator. Happy Lux is in the house with over 100,000 subscribers. You see the check mark beside his name there. He's been a dear friend to us for a long time. He also does growth streams on his channel, similar to Tuber Chat, where you can meet more friends and family members. And Happy Jur is his second monetized channel. On the wheel, I've already got quite a few names. We always add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Crocheting with Leanne was already there. I did an interview with her last weekend. If you didn't already see that, I hope you'll go search that out on her channel. It's the first one I've done in a long time, the first one of many to come in the next few months. Baron is in the house as a member, as well as the Bullock Experience. Mr. Shelton TV comes to us from the UK, and so does Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, who's here as a member and a moderator. Smallholder Homestead, good to see you here. Patty Southern Kitchen and More, it's good to have you back. Nathaniel Townsell is here. We've got at least one brand new channel in the chat today, Wonder and Adventures. It's good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Gloria's Platters in the house. Don Ray B is here, as well as Collecting Coins with Gianna and Carlene Geisha. It's good to see you both. Absolute McGregor might be brand new to Tuber Chat, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and again, hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description. Bipolar Aquatics is here. Bushido Blade Warrior has been with us a long time. Camellia Sardinis is back in the house. It's good to see you here, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. After a little while, I will open up the wheel to everyone. It's based on how active you are in the chat, much more than how much you spend time here. That's just a hint for everybody. But members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, so we've already got a few names on there. Michael's Adventures is another incredibly supportive creator. He's a dear friend. He always sends his regards on the days that he can't be with us, just due to a work schedule, but he's here every chance he can be, and he'll be back tomorrow. Fnatic Guide, thank you so much. Fnatic Guide is a wonderful friend and advocate for Tuber Chat and helping others. And again, this week I ran into them advocating for Tuber Chat and advocating for others. Black Guns and Gardens, I'm very happy to see you today because I haven't let you know yet, but right before we started this stream, I actually set up for tomorrow, we're going to be featuring Black Guns and Gardens. That is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they came into the Tuber Chat family just blazing with interaction, engagement, and generosity. So we'll be looking at their channel tomorrow. That stream is set up right now. Hopefully everybody's got their notification bells on, but if you want, you can always look at Tuber Chat's front page either the day before or a couple days before and plan if you need to. And then as well, the Fix It Lady, it's good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then again, we're looking at the Stock Explorer right now. So this is another dear friend. All of our moderators here are dear friends of mine. Pardon me. They have been for a very long time. They're all dear friends of each other. One of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. That's what's drawn me to them and what's had me put so much focus on them. You'll notice that we don't have a large group of moderators here. We have a core group of about 8 or 9 that are here all the time, as often as they can be, and then a few others that have been dear friends since the start of Tuber Chat. Hyper Blitz, good to see you here. They've been here since the beginning of the stream. It's good to have you in the house always. And then hopefully everybody will connect with the Stock Explorer if you haven't already. And all of our moderators have one other thing in common. They will allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members in their live streams and premieres. The Stock Explorer is no exception. So when we go over to their channel in about 2.5 hours to raid them for their monetization celebration, they will allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members in their live stream while that's happening. And we're expecting that I will join them on panel for a brief moment. We're actually in talks to get another interview happening in the coming weeks, so hopefully you'll stay tuned for that as well. So if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Thank you for asking. Hyper Blitz, I'm always good. Hopefully everybody in the chat is. Michael the Realist actually just picked up a membership right before we started today, so thank you for that. And what that means is that from now on, that creator's channel will be added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat on the days that they're here. So I'm adding them onto the wheel right this moment. And then what we're going to do right now is spin the wheel. We'll get to our first channel. If I've missed anything in the chat, as I tend to do, especially when we get started during the introductions, please just mention it again, whether it's a question or comment with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. If you can do that, I'll keep my eyes open. Hopefully catch it the next time around. CDC Vintage and Mechanical, it's good to have you back. Thank you for coming in. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is here as well. And we're about to actually see another one of our moderator squad, somebody who's another dear friend and one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube. And pardon me for a quick second. Kristen is making me laugh. She was out for a second before I started and just came in and she's making me laugh, and I'm trying not to lose myself.
I'm gonna make blueberry instead.
Kristen's actually gonna make the blueberry bread. For those of you who saw it last weekend, she's gonna go and make some more of that right now. So by the time Tuber Chat's done, the place should be smelling just delicioso. Garden State Gardener, is Joe another incredibly supportive creator, another dear friend, somebody with a incredible community, and then part of me scratching PPA. He knows about the blueberry bread too, so he understands my distraction. Jamie Hart is in the house. They are a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. And like I said, after a little while, we'll add some more creators into the onto the wheel as we can. Yeah, blueberry bread, it's interesting. So, you know, you have like banana bread or banana chocolate chip bread, or like last week should be banana bread, pumpkin bread, and blueberry. And it is unbelievable. So I eat a blueberry muffin almost every morning. I know you shouldn't, but I do. I get set in my ways. I have the same thing every day. I'm one of those guys, right? And she made this blueberry bread, but it was so unbelievably cakey as opposed to spongy, if that makes any sense. And it is like just one of the best things. I'm lost my mind. She gave me like half the loaf to take with me for a couple of days last week. I went through that in a matter of 2 seconds. The J Jordan, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And you can see what I mean. I'm so distracted by that. And then Sweeney's Creek Farm is working on a new video. That's great. So pardon me. So Scratch and PPA is up on the screen right now. Like I had said, this is a dear friend. This is somebody who has been with me for well over 2 years now. And again, I say this all the time. I should go back and actually look at the real number. Not that it matters, but we're talking about probably 450 episodes of Tuber Chat or more. Scratch and PPA has been here for, and hours at a time. As a matter of fact, you know, you might wonder to yourself, who's still going to be there in your YouTube journey a year or two down the road, supporting you as much as they can be, especially knowing that it is literally impossible for you to repay the support that they've given you. Now, if you think about it, so forgive my self-promotion, this and that, but when we talk about Tuber Chat, the streams are usually 2 to 2.5 hours, more often 2.5 hours these days. There's been over 450 of them that Scratch and PPA has been here for. Most of them have been over 2 hours, but his videos come out once a week and are between 10 and 15 minutes long. So it's on YouTube in the traditional sense of watching videos, hanging out. It will be impossible to ever repay this friend for what they have done for Tuber Chat. That's why they're such a big part of Tuber Chat. I get a lot of messages that say like, hey, Kevin and Pete, or some people think that Pete's the host, but that's okay. And I think it's kind of funny. But it just speaks volumes about the support that this creator gives. I hope that we can all take inspiration from this, knowing that there are generous people out there. You know, I did not know Scratch and PPA before Tuber Chat had started, or at least before the idea was born, right? And then this is a creator who came in with generosity so far beyond what I was even planning for or thinking of or betting on before we started. And I'm just putting a lot of focus on that because I want you to understand, first of all, the kind of support you're going to get back from him if you haven't already connected to him. But I hope that we see a lot more you know, creators in the near future and distant future, both, that we can put, you know, in the same kind of, let's say, ballpark, even though Scratch and PPA literally is 1 in a million, but where we could, you know, start talking about creators, as I do sometimes, with their names all in the same sentence kind of thing, right? I just hope everybody can take inspiration from that. This creator brings us a Scratch Challenge series of videos, and what that means is it's interactive. You get an opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video, where 2 lottery scratch tickets are pitted against each other. He has giveaways as a part of the video series, and it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of and sets it apart, makes it unique. Cali King 916, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Kid Wonder is a dear friend who's been with Tuber Chat from the beginning and been with me long before. I've got them on the wheel now. They've got a few channels. We will look at a couple of those. Andre Southgate's in the house. He brings us prize fighting. Thank you for the shares, by the way. I know a few creators have mentioned in the chat, like Hyper Blitz, that they've shared. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate those. It really does help. And then Scratch and PPA now is sitting well over 1,350 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that he will be thinking about. Now you can see that he's got his premiere set up for this Tuesday. So he premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, around the lunch hour in my time zone. And if you can join us for one of his premieres, you are going to find one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than Tuber Chat, faster than most others. He rivals those of Hilda DC, or Garden State Gardener. And it makes that a lot of fun to be a part of as well. It's very fast paced, very high energy. So you have to prepare for that, but it's a lot of fun. And I think that also speaks volumes about the support that he gives to others. I think that's what got that started. You know, people really enjoy Pete's video editing skills. They've talked about that from the very first video he posted almost 2 years ago. And then as well, I can't say enough about this creator support. Slanka Bomb Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Crime Time, Wine Time, I've got you on the wheel. I know you've been here a few minutes already. And then again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Home Bartending with John. I may not have said hello to you, but I know you've been here for a while. I think he was actually here before we started. I saw you say cheers to everyone. So Scratch and PPA, I hope everybody will connect with. If you haven't already, you can also see the presentation is always on the forefront of this creator's mind from the very beginning, where they started with different thumbnails. Obviously, like I said, their video editing skills, and then of course they've got their banner that updates every single week, and then everything matches their avatar. It's all bright, beautiful, colorful, and he does shout outs in his videos as well, as you have seen. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. And let me spin the wheel. And then, yeah, so Camellia Sardinis is just mentioning, please everyone watch 3 minutes so we don't lose it. When we're connecting, it's very important that we're watching a full video of at least 3 minutes long from beginning to end. And pardon me, everybody. So I know I just spun the wheel, but we've actually got a couple of people who've dropped super chats on us, and I let those go by. So forgive me, I didn't mean to ignore them. I got caught up in my speech there. I promise you this, when we're not here, like, so let's say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, usually Tuber Chat is not here, and Fridays lately, I miss being here, right? And so when we're here, you know, I've got so much to say and so much that I've been looking forward to that it all comes rushing out in the first episode. So, Crocheting with Leanne, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, that creator's channel is coming up right now. And then as well, I noticed we had some more action in the chat there, and that was from the Mukbang show with Kid Wonder. So we're going to look at Kid Wonder next. And then I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. And pardon me for anything that I do miss in the chat. I know I tend not to catch everything, especially in the beginning of the stream. Garden State Gardener just dropped a super chat on us. Joe's done that many, many, many times before. So I'll get that channel ready to go. They will be up right after Kid Wonder. And I think that Sam's Vlogs trains him more. Thank you for the kind words. Sam's Vlogs trains him more. He's been a dear friend for a long time. As you can see, he's been an official member for almost 2 years now. It really is 2 years. But Sam just sniped the Stream Boss position. So every membership and super chat knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, which is the video game life meter you see under my camera there. The last person to knock it out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while. That's going to be Sam's Vlogs Trains More, as we can see. And then Michael the Realist came in afterwards and also dropped a super chat on us where they will be added onto the screen right after Garden State Gardener. Oh, I didn't mean to take Sam's Vlogs Trains and More off the wheel. See if I can get that back. I think so. Hopefully I haven't mixed things up, but that's okay. Emotions in the house. He was actually here early too. When I look for that channel, I type in Emotion New Soul. He's another member and moderator here. He happens to be a gold member. His link will be dropped occasionally in the chat automatically by Nightbot as part of his gold membership. But when you see what I just typed into the chat there, Emotion New Soul, that's how I find him easily. Joyful Julie, it's good to see you here. Right now we're looking at Crocheting with Leanne. And then, oh yeah, that's right. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. It'll be 2 years exactly at Christmas. That was 2 years ago, Sam. I remember almost the message. I can't remember the exact words, but he said, this is your Christmas present. And he got the membership. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Miss Gigi, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad I caught you the other day on a live stream. Puppet Short Films, good to see you in the house. I know you were here at the beginning, so forgive me for not welcoming you earlier, but it's good to have you here. Crocheting with Leanne is on the screen right now. This is a kind-hearted creator who absolutely wants to help others grow their channel, get some exposure out there. She's been doing a lot of interviews lately, and as a matter of fact, I joined her on her channel last Sunday right after Tuber Chat, and we talked for an hour about different aspects of basically my history, what had led up to what was Tuber Chat, and then a little bit about what else is going on. I hope you'll join us for our banter and conversation. She's been doing that with a few other creators as well. The Bullock Experience has been on there. There's the video right there. Hopefully you'll check that out. But she does a lot on her channel. Let me just grab your Thursday shoutouts video and put it in my catch-up list because I'm already behind. But Crocheting with Leanne also does a lot of crochet, and when she does, it's scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, Graphgans, and more. And she's somebody who writes patterns so other people can take inspiration from her creations as well. So she's got 2,400 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 2,500 she's going to be thinking about. And Crocheting with Leanne obviously has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. She supports on all of my channel. IVB Creates, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but if this is your first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Warmstrong Adventures is in the house as well. And we're looking at Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. This is the main channel from the creator who have come by, who has come by in the chat with another channel called The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. We'll look at that in a moment. He's actually got a few. He has got Lenny the Lawyer Live is coming in just simply to stump me on something. I will look it up in a quick second, but we'll see what he's talking about. He's got a detailed question about a Zoom Q8N 4K Ultra Definition Handy Video Recorder, and I'll have a quick look at that in a moment. So 4K would be part of it, that's for sure. But I'll have a quick look. We'll look it up and see what that looks like, and I'll see if I can decipher what that is very quick. Corinne's Life is in the house as a member and a moderator. And since Lenny the Lawyer Live just dropped a super chat, we're going to drop that channel onto the screen right after Michael the Realist. For the same reason, Lenny the Lawyer Live has done that many times before. And I actually had an offline conversation with that creator the other day. If I mention it, it doesn't break lawyer-client privilege, even though I don't have him on retain or anything. We just had a conversation to get to know each other. And to be honest with you, I was a little bit surprised because Lenny the Lawyer Live had reached out with the idea, like, you know, maybe we can have a conversation. We did. I was kind of expecting him to talk more about his channels and things than mine, and it was the opposite. He had ideas for me and ideas for Tuber Chat, and he's somebody who absolutely does want to see everybody get the help that they need with their channels, all of us included. Venom for Life, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I know I'm missing a little bit more action in the chat, so forgive me for that. Corinne's Life is just dropping a super chat as well. And is that to get Sam? Sam's up, yeah. Corinne's Life is dropping a super chat on behalf of Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, but we've seen that before. Or she's doing it to knock him out of the stream boss position, but that's okay. I'll put them up together. She's almost knocked him out there. And then Stephanie G, it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Jan Hines, it's good to have you here. Boy, have we ever got a busy chat going on right this second. So thank you, everybody, for that. And then, again, we're looking at Kid Wonder. So this creator has been with Tuber Chat from the beginning. I see Coach Mary Ma coming in as well. They happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel. Lenny the Lawyer Live is also a member, but he dropped a super chat on us, so I'm going to have him coming up right away. Emotion went in to try to snipe that stream boss position. He got it. Corinne's Life came in right after him, but Emotion got it. And it's funny to see those battles. I'm sure everybody understands the benefit to having that as part of your stream. So Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is the main channel. You can see that this creator is doing great. He has been a dear friend for a very long time. He was so unbelievably supportive to me 3 years ago when Tuber Chat was just barely an idea, and even before that, that he was actually the very first creator to be chosen out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2. And when we look back, I think that's really something else. He started other channels now, and he has supported all this time. When you think about 3 years of supporting somebody, he supports on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. We've collaborated together. Let me just show you that. I gotta catch Lenny the Lawyer Live's question there because I just gotta copy and paste that out. Let me just get a placeholder here. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream is the second channel from this creator. You see this video that I'm about to add into my catch-up list. This is what I do just to stay caught up with creators. Sometimes I throw things into a playlist, that way I can watch as much as I can, run the rest. But Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream plays this game called 8-Ball Pool, and I used to play that too often on my phone. You know, when you're waiting, like either, I don't know, for the dentist or I don't know, in some other place that you wait, right? Or just at home playing games and stuff. And I've played it many times, but I caught him right at the beginning of a live stream one night. We played for an hour. So if you want to see Tuber Chat battling Kid Wonder on his channel, you can search that out over here and you'll find that. He's got over 3,200 subscribers here. And the channel he's most focused on these days is called The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. Still to this day, I'm not 100% sure on the proper pronunciation of that, whether it's mukbang or exactly how you put that. I don't think I could do it properly anyway with my dialect or accent or whatever you want to call it. And then thank you so much, Sweeney's Creek Farm, from our friends down under in Australia. Sweeney's Creek Farm is going to come up right after Emotion for that reason. We've got quite a list coming up, so just to let everybody know, Kid Wonder's up now, Garden State Gardener with Joe is going to be next, then Michael the Realist, Lenny the Lawyer Live, we'll talk about the camera he's mentioning, Sam's Lives, Trains and More, and Corinne's Life will come up right before Emotion and Sweeney's Creek Farm. And we'll get back to the spinning the wheel shortly. Super Chatters always get added onto the screen right away in order. Then members get added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then we open it up afterwards, and it's open to everyone. It's much more about how active you are in the chat than it is about time, so you can keep that in mind. It's possible to be here for 2 hours and still not get on the wheel, but it's also possible to be here for 20 minutes and get ahead of everybody else because you've been conversating with everybody so much. And then thank you so much, Sweeney's Creek Farm. I really do appreciate those kind words and your extra generous support. When we look at the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder, I think we all probably know that mukbang is a huge category on YouTube, and Kid Wonder's been at this for a while, so he's growing rapidly over here. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther and get this channel monetized for him as well. And thank you one more time for your extra generous support. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is a gold member here in Tuber Chat, which means that we see his channel every single day and the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So, Michael the Realist, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Actually, your channel is going to be up next already, but thank you for the extra generous support. You're going to be up right after Garden State Gardener. This is Joe, and this is a really special community that Joe has built. He's got this magical ability to make people feel like they are a part of a community that extends far beyond Garden State Gardener, yet is anchored by Joe and his channel, if that makes sense. He literally has friendships that bloom out of what he starts on his channel. He brings so much fun to so many other creators. He does collaborations, more shout out videos than probably anything I've seen, or anyone I've seen. And he has a lot of fun with other creators. He generously shares content as well. Really, really, really good content. So hopefully everybody will follow him. Now, he's bringing all three types of content: shorts, videos, and live streams. He comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, so there's much to learn from this creator as well as be entertained and inspired by. He's on the road to 2,000 subscribers and getting very, very close. And then one of the things Joe is most known for on Garden State Gardener is his Sunday night live stream. I say Sunday night because that's when it is in my time zone. 7 p.m. Eastern, you will find Sunday Fun Day. And this is a live stream that is very fast-paced, very high energy. It rivals those of Hilda DC or Scratch and Pete PA. It is very fast-paced, so you'll enjoy that one of the things you could do to get involved in some of the giveaways that happen on Sunday Funday is connect with this Sunday Funday registration video, which I'm going to use to catch up with Joe. I can see I'm behind. He's hard to keep up with because he posts every single day, sometimes multiple times a day as well. But he's been a dear friend for a long time. I am unbelievably grateful to Joe, first of all, for his friendship, for what I see him do for other creators with over-the-top generosity, and for the fact that he makes everybody feel so unbelievably included in his community. It's a lot of fun to just even know Joe, let alone be a part of Garden State Gardener. So Michael the Realist is up next. This is another extremely generous creator who's been a dear friend for a while. This is somebody who has been making frequent appearances in Tuber Chat lately and just dropped a couple of Super Chats on us today, so I really do appreciate that. He just became a member today. And that means we'll be looking at this channel on the wheel every single day that he's here. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Michael the Realist is bringing us an unfiltered look at just about every type of variety on his channel. As you can see, sometimes he'll do a product review, sometimes it's just random conversation, occasionally you'll find a rant, but he does let us know when we're going to find anything that we might need to be aware of. He's bringing shorts, videos. I don't think he started live streaming yet, but that might be an idea for the near future. And he's got a couple of popular videos here as well, which is great. I'm just going to look through his most recent content. I just want to make sure I'm not behind. And it looks like we're okay. Hopefully we'll see a new video from Michael the Realist shortly. He's got 184 subscribers right now. We'd love to push him towards the 200 that he's thinking about. Yaya's Best Life, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. My dear goodness. I'm desperately trying to keep up with the chat, and I appreciate everybody hanging out today because boy are we busy. So Lenny the Lawyer Live is up right now, and he had a question talking about a camera here and whether this is much different than a typical camcorder. So let's see what it has to they have to say about this now. So it looks handheld like a camcorder. I do see the microphone there. That's you know, they've put a decent amount of effort into that mic. It looks like a swing out camera. I'm not sure if that swivels, but it looks like it might. But either way, it folds out, so you'll be able to do selfie kind of stuff on there by the look of it as well. I would just say, if nothing else, that this is a much more advanced type of camcorder. Not to mention they're telling you that it is 4K. Compared to a mirrorless or DSLR, this camera size is meant to seamlessly fit into your production, while its price ensures that it fits into your budget. So I wonder if we can do a price lookup on this too. Oh wow, you can put lots of other audio in there. Sometimes when you see something say that it's a mic input, if you do a little bit more research, you might find that you can put almost any kind of audio through there, which is really, really cool. 4 tracks of audio means that you don't just simply have the left and right. What they're talking about is you can mix different audio sources, so you can have your background music, multiple microphones, so you're not like passing the mic back and forth or one person's quieter than the other. The field of view is either wide or adjustable. Yeah, they really attacked like YouTubers with this camera, I think. I think they're really pushing for YouTube because they're talking about live streaming here as well. So you know, if they've got it in the forefront of their mind with a product, that's how they're presenting it, that's how they're positioning it in the market, if that makes sense, then my bet is that that's something really worth looking into and probably considering over any standard type of camcorder, right? But that's, forgive me, that's the best I can do as far as looking into something while we're here in Tuber Chat. But it's an interesting camera, and I'm looking forward to seeing what more they're going to do with that, because that might be something I might even consider for myself. Carolina Diamond Productions, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Actually, I'm not sure if they're here. What you'll notice for a lot of creators that stream, if you do that, or if you have premieres and if you're monetized, what'll happen is your memberships roll over every month. But since Tuber Chat is often on at this time, it's possible that Carolina Diamond Productions membership is just renewing right this second by coincidence. She may not be in the chat. Gamba's Gallery, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Johnny Jim is in the house. I was off the chat there for a second. If I missed anything anybody meant for me to see, which is a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So what we're looking at right now is Lenny the Lawyer Live. This creator always provokes conversation here in the chat, which I appreciate because it sends true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, but it allows us to talk about things we don't talk about every day most often, or at least get into small details about things. And then the more we discuss this here in our live streams in the chat together, the more we can all learn from each other. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I enjoy that myself as well. So there you go. Actually, yes, Carolina Diamond Productions, who's been a friend for a long time, is in the chat. And got them on the wheel because they happen to be a member, so they did just grab that membership. So thank you for that, and I'll add you onto the wheel every day that we see you in the chat from now on, as always, because they've been a member many times before. Cooking with Miss Brown, it's good to see you in the house. Makeup Mom and Son is here as a moderator and a gold member. What Lenny the Lawyer Live seeks to do on his channels is bring us legal information. There's a big difference between legal advice, which is when you are speaking directly to a lawyer, you can ask them, they will let you know. And then otherwise it is possibly legal information. What Lenny the Lawyer Live seeks to do is build a catalog of content that will give us legal information. Myself personally, I believe everybody's going to have to deal with some form or forms of legal information during their lifetime. So it's wonderful that we have a friend on the inside that's doing this kind of thing where we have a lot to learn. Lenny the Lawyer Live has a couple of other channels. My Smart Jewish Lawyer is a second channel from this creator. Oh, did I not? Oh, yeah, I have to spell it properly. After 2 or 3 tries, but when we do it, we get to another channel from this creator, and then Boyer Coffee Enterprises. You'll have to watch the spelling on that as well. Boyer Coffee Enterprises is another channel from this same creator, but we know him best as Lenny the Lawyer Live, and like I said, I had a great time talking to him the other day. Anybody can reach out to me anytime. I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with, but I love getting to know creators and hearing about their journeys. Anything that can help everybody, including myself. So I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. Rambling with the Brums is in the house. Good to see you here. We actually just saw that creator's mug, at least for a quick second. Because he was recently featured on Garden State Gardener's channel. We saw that on the front page again. And then Lenny the Lawyer Live says they can't change their card again to leave a super chat. Oh, how can you change that? I use PayPal. So that kind of thing is unnecessary, so thank you for that. But, you know, things like super chats and memberships are always appreciated, but unnecessary here in Tuber Chat. I certainly never want to solicit that kind of thing. But I use PayPal. And I find that it works all the time because obviously there's a waterfall effect, right? If one thing doesn't work, it goes to the other, goes to the other, goes to the other. But I'm in Canada, so I don't know if that could be done everywhere else. We don't have things like Venmo and Cash App and things like that as well. Rambling with the Brums has also been a member. He just used a highlighted milestone message to snipe that stream boss position again. So we've watched that thing cross over twice already in the first 45 minutes. So thank you guys. Every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. Last person to take over gets some extra exposure. As we have seen, and that's the video game life meter right under my camera, so Rambling with the Brums will have that for a moment. Four Corners Custom Products is in the house. They also happen to be a member, and hopefully everybody's enjoying their Halloween weekend. Yes, I will dress up the Tuber Chat live stream for Halloween on Monday. Hopefully you'll join us for that. I haven't posted the stream yet, but I'll try to get that done within a few hours after Tuber Chat today. At the latest, I'll do it first thing tomorrow morning, but we'll get it set up. It'll be at, I'm expecting to do it at 11 a.m. Eastern. Either way, it'll only move by about an hour if I move it at all. Intro to Mills is what Four Corners Custom Products is dropping a Super Chat for, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Forgive me for any... oh goodness, activity in the chat that I have missed. You're going to be up on the screen right after Rambling with the Brums for that reason. And then Trish the Natural has got a silver membership, which means we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. So thank you for that. Life at the Logans is in the house. You just got to watch the spelling on that channel because it's Life at the Logans. Not Life with the Logans. Please make sure you're matching the avatar when you're connecting with them. And I can hear myself yelling through the house, so I'm going to try to dial it back a little bit there. And thank you again, Boyer Coffee Enterprises. That is Lenny the Lawyer Live for your extra generous support as always, not to mention your friendship and conversation. Like I said, I was really surprised because... while I have had a lot of conversation with creators that are focused on myself or ideas that they have for me or for Tuber Chat or help and things like that, Lenny the Lawyer Live put a lot more focus on myself than himself while we were talking. And but we did talk about both things, which is great. And like I said, anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on most of the social networks. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. 182 subscribers right now. We'd love to push him a little bit farther towards that 200 and then connect with his other two channels when you get to him. That's Boyer Coffee Enterprises and My Smart Jewish Lawyer. And then now we're looking at Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. And Corinne's Life actually dropped a super chat, which I thought was for Sam, but Sam came in after as well. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has got 1,600 subscribers now, about 1,620. I see Don Ray B was just gifted a membership by the Stock Explorer, so thank you for that. That's an extremely generous thing to have done. The Stock Explorer gifted a membership. YouTube chooses who gets that through the algorithm. We don't get to control that, but it's cool to see Don Ray B's got that. They were here earlier. Hopefully they're still in the chat with us. And thank you everybody for the thumbs up. So we're looking at Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. And on this channel, you know you're going to get a lot of train videos from Sam, obviously, with that name and that banner. But this creator takes us both indoors and outdoors, sometimes for a look around or a story to be told, often indoors, and that means he could be taking a trip on a train or giving us a look around a station. He also gives us tips and tricks for our own train travels and does a lot more vlogging on his channel, product reviews, unboxing videos, and a lot of live streaming. Some of those can be random channel updates or Q&A sessions or game nights as well. It's always fun hanging out with Sam. He's another dear friend. He's part of our moderator squad. All of our moderators have channels of their own. They all do different things, but they all have one thing in common. That's an overwhelming sense of generosity and the want and need to help others. So you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you're with Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More for his premieres and live streams. So I thought for a quick second there, I'm not sure if Corinne's Life meant to drop a super chat for Sam, or if she was just trying to knock him out of the stream boss position there. But Corinne's Life is up right now, and then as well, VS Speaks Royally has come in. And we'll get them onto the wheel right away. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Odom's Homestead is here. And in just over an hour and a half, we're going to go over to the Stock Explorers channel. They're our featured channel for today. They're officially monetized. They're doing their monetization celebration. Today we'll raid that from Tuber Chat. Theta Eisenberg, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And yet, Corinne's Life is verifying they expected to knock out Sam's Logs, Trains, and more from the stream boss position there. Don Ray B is still in the chat, so you've got a gifted membership from the Stock Explorer there. So I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now, and for the next 30 days, your channel will be added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat any day that you're here. So, Corinne's Life is up with over 1,900 subscribers. This creator is another dear friend, somebody who is also a moderator. And what she does on her channel is bring us literally everything that encompasses Corinne's life. That can be anything from vlogs to random live streams where we're just hanging out and chatting. She jumps in on other people's StreamYard panels, has people jump in with her. And she brings all three types of content on her channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. Now, those can encompass just about anything that is Corinne's life. She also happens to be a small business owner, and Lighthouse and Anchor Designs is where you find merchandise like hats, mugs, TVs, this mug here, TVs, I said t-shirts, hats, vinyl stickers, just about anything that can be printed. So it's interesting to know that we can use this channel as somebody to learn about the creation of merchandise from, and use as a resource when it's time for us to think about merchandise for our own channels and businesses as well. Lonnie Songs and Other Things is dropping a super chat on us. Let me see if I can... Lonnie Songs and Other Things will come up right after Four Corners because of that super chat. I caught them on a live stream the other day again. Lonnie Songs and Other Things may literally be singing when you catch him. Always keeping up with the chat though. And the conversation goes just about anywhere over there. He streams for long periods of time. Corinne's Life tends to do the same thing. Her live streams can be anything from short updates to long conversations. She also does extremely well with shorts. She wants to help other creators. And then, like I said, she's been a dear friend for a long time. So you will be welcome to meet more friends and family members on her channel. And I'm just going to add her latest video into my catch-up list. And if I'm right, she should have another haul video coming up. I won't spoil it, but she does have another haul video coming up, and that will be soon. She probably filmed it a couple of days ago and is looking just for the chance to edit it and get it uploaded. But she's also on the road to 2K, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. As you can see, she is fully monetized with lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So, thank you one more time for another super chat. Corinne's Life, she's been a dear friend for a long time. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Emotion New Soul is up right now for the same reason. Now, Emotion New Soul sniped the stream boss position for a short period there. He's done that many times. This is a official artist channel because the creator behind Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter. On this channel, they typically bring us their original works, usually in the form of music videos, sometimes in the form of compilations. Those can be premieres or live streams. He also rounds out the channel with some shorts and reaction videos as well. He's on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and you know I always say of channels this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine that. So hopefully everybody will connect with Emotion. When we look in his featured channels, we also find Writing with Emotion New Soul, and this is where we get a behind the scenes look at not only how the music is made, but the man behind the music as well. We get a chance to meet Emotion and learn about his thinking process, his writing process, and then chit chat with this creator as well. He does a lot of live streaming on both channels where he might bring us another compilation or premieres perhaps as well, and then he rounds it out with some shorts and reaction videos like he does on his first channel. So there's a lot of variety from this creator while being able to stay in his niche, which is really, really cool. 724 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 800 he's thinking about. He happens to be here as a moderator and a gold member, so we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. And then, like I said, all of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They're dear friends of each other, but they will all allow you to meet more friends and family members the same way we do here when you are in their premieres and live streams. Sweeney's Creek Farm is up right now. They dropped a super chat on us. Thank you, everybody. Most of the channels we've seen so far have gone over and above with generosity today, which I absolutely appreciate. So Sweeney's Creek Farm comes to us from Australia with 1,250 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know this channel, but I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here to put in my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to watch. So they are in Central Victoria, Australia. Stephen, Julie-Ann, and Harrison on their journey to set up a new homestead on their 20-acre property. So hopefully everybody will enjoy following them on that journey. One of the things I find about homesteading, gardening, ranching, fishing, outdoor camping types of channels is that the creators behind these channels seem to have an instinctive nature in common. And what I mean by that is the desire to share knowledge and resources with others, even outside their own community. So I think that's great, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Sweeney's Creek Farm. One of the things I enjoy about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by watching content. I get to know the content a little bit better, and then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators behind the scenes so that the stories get better when I connect with when we're connecting with everybody here and I'm featuring and promoting your channel. First time casting adventures, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. But as well, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists again in the chat. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Other creators should reach out to you when they see you say that. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Of course, it's the one legitimate thing we can do to pump up our watch hours quickly. Rambling with the Brums is up right now, another fellow Canadian, and they are just about 6 to 8 hours away from me in Ottawa, nation's capital. I'm about an hour and a half away from Toronto and Niagara Falls, or close to it. Rambling with the Brums also comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. I didn't mean to spin the wheel there, but we'll see who comes up. They'll be up first right after our Superchatters. So Carolina Diamond Productions, I'm going to get your channel ready to go, and you will be up right before I spin the wheel. Rambling with the Brums, like I said, comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, but they bring us shorts, videos, and live streams. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos, Apple Butter Canada Style, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up a little bit. I can see I'm behind by a couple of weeks, actually. Rambling with the Brums, it's great to see you back on a regular schedule. Procrastination Thursday is a live stream that he does regularly. That's starting to build up quite a reputation as well, and it's always busy over there. Old Ways Gardening and Prepping, I can see your comments. Forgive me for missing you earlier. I tend to miss a lot in the chat, especially when we're rolling so quickly, but thank you for being here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. I feel like we've seen you before, but if I'm mistaken, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yeah, you have to pardon me. I do appreciate everybody's patience. One of the things I do here in Tuber Chat is put the robots in, right? And obviously it has its benefit because even moderators are trying to keep up with conversation. Today's a fairly busy day. Saturday is usually the busiest of the 4 days of Tuber Chat. We're usually here Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're often on Friday, sometimes other days, but Saturday tends to be overwhelming. So it's easy to miss people, right? But when you think about all the work it takes to get anybody into your channel, into your streams, what a shame for somebody to come in, not feel welcome, and then just, forget you and they take off, right? So that's awful. But moderators are very helpful here in Tuber Chat. We have some great moderators, but we also have a ton of friends here. And, I like to use the word family because it really does feel that way, especially, Rambling with the Brums is a perfect example. People who make you feel included, you start to build relationships with people, you start to have inside jokes that carry outside your own communities and things like that. And these creators are looking out for you. So when somebody new comes into the chat, they often say hello. I think Old Ways has been with us before, though, actually. So Bautissimo probably didn't welcome you today. But I do appreciate your patience. James Money 615, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That is another creator who supports on all of my channels. Rambling with the Brums, like I said, brings shorts, videos, and live streams. And is another creator that wants to help others grow and hit different milestones. So let's skip to the next channel, Four Corners Custom Products, and thank you again to all of our super chatters. We've got quite a big list today, and I really do appreciate all this extra generous support. Four Corners Custom Products, just like Rambling with the Brums, has done that countless times. They've got 3,320 subscribers right now. They're growing rapidly. Four Corners Custom Products is another creator who brings us all types of merchandise. That could be hats to t-shirts and hoodies, other clothing, vinyl stickers, mugs, and a lot of the typical things you see printed. Some may not be so typical. And it's wonderful that we have a creator like this, again, that is able to show us how the merchandise is made, the value behind it, and then we can use them as a resource when it's time for us to think about merchandise for our own channels and videos. And then thank you, Scratch and PPA. Yes, they did drop that super chat in the on behalf of Intro to Mills, so we'll look at that channel next, and then we'll move on to Carolina Diamond Productions. But Four Corners Custom Products also happens to be an incredibly supportive creator, so when I'm out myself bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I often find them out supporting others and spreading the same kind of generosity that we've seen here. Intro to Mills is coming up next. We'll see what is happening with this music channel. You have to spell it properly, of course. Carolina Diamond Productions, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Their channel is actually going to be coming up next after Lonnie Songs and Other Things, actually. And then we'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. Intro to Mills has that music note like you saw on Emotion. Says it's a official artist channel. And what you're going to find here more than anything else is hip-hop music. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. I'm just going to grab another video, put it in my catch-up list. Something off the front page here. I know it's a little bit older, but we'll just get that caught up. Michelin Doll, it's good to see you in the house. That's Mitchie Boo, the second channel. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy pushing Intro to Mills towards the 1,100 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. And then thank you so much again, Four Corners Custom Products, for dropping that super chat on their behalf. So Lonnie Songs and Other Things will come up next, and then no money, no honey. It seems like it. Today's a bit of a long list when we talk about Super Chatters. It's been a little bit overwhelming with the extra generosity from everybody. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. But again, it's not absolutely necessary. Like here in Super Chat, I keep everything open. So you do not have to Super Chat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. We put Super Chatters up right away in order. We put members on the wheel as soon as they get here. But after a little while, it's taken a while today, but after another half hour or so, I'll start adding more names to our wheel from our chat list. And like I said, it's open to everybody always. But Puppet Short Films has been with us long time. They're just making a joke. So, and then thank you so much, Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. Hopefully we'll see you again shortly. Cruising Scene, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Lonnie Songs and Other Things is another creator who dropped a super chat on us, like Carolina Diamond Productions. We'll look at them in a moment. Lonnie Songs and Other Things brings all three types of content, usually shorts and live streams, a few videos in between. But this creator literally could be singing when you get there or having conversation, and that goes just about anywhere. They always keep up with the chat though as well. Fnatic Guide still in the house. Thank you for that. They're pushing for those thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Lonnie Songs and Other Things. He's well over 2,100 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 2,200 that we know that he's thinking about. Next up is Carolina Diamond Productions, another creator who's been with Super Chat for a long time. They happen to be a member. They just dropped a Super Chat on us again. I've hung out with them many times in live streams. They've been with Super Chat for what I believe might be actually even from the beginning. I forget how long it's been. And it's funny. It's funny when you think about it, right? How who might still be supporting you a year or two down the road? We're getting to the point now. Super Chat's been here for 2.5 years, and I'm starting to lose track of how long a few people have been connected just because it's been that long. Couldn't be accurate if I wanted to. And then as well, we see a brand new channel in the chat, 658 Mom's Diaries. Nina is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Jason Ghost Hunter's in the house. It's good to see you here as well. And when we look at Carolina Diamond Productions, we see, I think they do shorts. Yes, all three types of videos, shorts, videos, and live streams. They're putting some focus on other creators right now, as a matter of fact. But I'm going to take their Halloween video, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with them. I can see I'm behind. And Carolina Diamond Productions brings pure variety on their channel. As a matter of fact, cooking, exploring the unexplained, pet care, and sharing everyday life experiences. So, thank you again to all of our Super Chatters. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. We're going to go on a short break for about 3 minutes. Everybody can continue connecting. And then when we get back, we're going to look at VS Speaks Royally. In the meantime, if you have the ability to share this stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, but could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you do that, so I'll appreciate it greatly. We're back in 3 minutes. VS Speaks Royally is coming up. All right, we're back and looking at VS Speaks Royally. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Forgive me for anything that I've missed in the chat. If you mentioned a question or a comment for me specifically to see, then I hope you'll mention it again with 3 thumbs up. I will appreciate your patience, but that helps me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around. When we look at VS Speaks Royally, the first thing that you notice is generosity in this creator. They've got a lot of featured channels where they're putting focus on others. They also happen to be monetized, of course, with super chats and memberships available on their channel with almost 3,300 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. But you know that I say of channels this size that there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. And we can all imagine that, of course. And then Past Life Explorer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It was funny. I saw the character today in a Halloween costume, and I kept on thinking, I'm like, oh, there's Past Life Explorer in real life. But Past Life Explorer has actually been with us for a long, long time. They are a very dynamic creator. Trina's Motivation, I saw you come in as well. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Past Life Explorer a long time ago started introducing us to a lot of creators in the paranormal genre, and this creator was quite an anchor when it came to that community. They're still with us today, and this goes back again to what I've said a couple of times today about you never know who's still going to be with you a year or 2 down the road, and Past Life Explorer has been with us for more than 2 years now, so I appreciate that. And then VS Speaks Royally is here with almost 3,300 subscribers. What this creator is bringing us more than anything in their shorts, videos, and especially live streams is talk about the royal family. If you can join them for one of their live streams, you'll see why I mentioned them earlier when I talked about some of the fastest rolling chats that you see in the Superchat family. Faster than Superchat, faster by quite a margin in a lot of cases, and that's, you know, rivaling those of Scratch and PPA or Hilda DC or Garden State Gardener's Sunday Fun Day. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with VS Speaks Royally. And one of the things you'll notice here is this creator does an incredible job of leading conversation in their live streams. So that results in true conversation, which sends in incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. But when you're out bouncing in between premieres and live streams supporting other creators, you'll find VS Speaks Royally engaging conversation everywhere that they go, including here in the Superchat live streams, and I appreciate that. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, thank you for the share. For anybody that did share out during that time, or if you've shared out today, I really do appreciate that. It really does help. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Next up is Odom's Homestead. So I just spun the wheel. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. 346 subscribers. Now, this is a channel I'm still getting to know, but one of the things we always know about our friends from the homesteading community of channels is that they have this instinctive nature to want to share knowledge and resources with each other and others. So YouTube is a great place for these people to be able to share a lot of their stories, lessons, and help others avoid mistakes and things like that. We see that in a lot of channels' descriptions, saying specifically, I want you to learn from my mistakes so you can move a little bit faster. What I'm going to do is take your morning garden walk and talk video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to watch. As we can see, they're also bringing us shorts. And then I'm just going to dig through their channel for a quick second and see if we've got live streams or if that might be an idea for the future, possibly. When we look at their About page, you'll just get a quick introduction. Growing is their passion. They're trying to build a half-acre homestead, and that will be very cool. And like I said, sharing life lessons. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. at Odom's Homestead, and we'd love to push them towards the 400 subscribers they're going to be thinking about now. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Hilda DC is another member of our moderator squad. She is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She's been a dear friend for a long time. All of our moderators are dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own. They all do different things, but they all have one thing in common. That's an overwhelming sense of generosity. And because of that, each of them, by coincidence, will allow you to meet more friends and family members on their channels during their live streams and premieres. AceFlaw1, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. He's been with TuberChat from the beginning, connected to me for probably 3 years now. Hilda DC has 2,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 2,300 we know she's going to be thinking about. She is one of the most encouraging creators that I have met in my last 5 years on YouTube, 5.5 or whatever it is now. Hilda DC will give positive affirmations from the creator herself. This is a special video for this purpose, but when you catch her, especially for a live stream, her regular content, you get positive affirmations all throughout from the creator herself, special effects on the screen, and she even gets Nightbot involved. So I'm sure you'll enjoy that. It's wonderful to see somebody so strong yet encouraging other creators, using her powers for good, of course. And then Hilda DC, more often than anything else, brings us mukbang style challenges and product reviews, but she actually does all types of videos and vlogging, unboxing videos, and then a lot of live streaming on her channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She is somebody who hops in on other people's StreamYard panels and shares content that way. She also hosts panels and things like that. I'm just going to take that video that you've got in your featured position there and put it in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up. I want to make sure I don't fall behind, especially with somebody so supportive. But hopefully everybody will connect with her and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's Try Gardening. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We are going to look next at Home Bartending with John. This is a channel I was immediately drawn to a few months ago when he came into the TuberChat family. What he's doing here is a lot of reviews, and those are what you'd expect. Lots of different beverages and things like that. He's also teaching us how to make a lot of different popular cocktails, usually with a few variations. So you get a quick and easy way to make something that you want to have, and then he'll also give you usually a variation based on pop culture, as well as a more traditional type of recipe with more ingredients. You can see the elaborate home bar setup. He actually took us for a shopping haul to show us what it's going to take to keep that bar up and running. He's also expanded into different types of videos and ideas, which are great, including the Halloween cocktails, which I'm going to put into my catch-up list right now so I can make sure I don't fall behind and miss that with. And then, oh, that's okay. IVB creates. Super chats and memberships are not necessary here. Very much appreciated, of course. Arstick Element, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then 191 subscribers right now for Home Bartending with John. So hopefully everybody will enjoy pushing this creator towards the 200 they're thinking about. I see that he's got a couple of more new shorts videos as well, which is really cool. So we'll spin the wheel. Nicholas Family Adventures, it's good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then thank you. Puppet Short Films will be doing a live stream test soon. Unstable TV Shorts is in the house. That is one of our favorite Irish couples. They do. They have experienced a lot of wild success in the last year with reaction videos. They're really onto something. They've broken off into a second channel now so they can attack shorts as well. And then Oh yeah, IVB creates, you know, bartending. I've done a small amount of it. I certainly am not even good, let alone great, but I've done what I've had to do. I used to work in bars and nightclubs for most of my adult life. But yeah, wouldn't it be wonderful to own one as well? And then Makeup Mom and Son is on the screen right now. This is another very much loved and well-respected creator. She's been a dear friend for a very long time and overwhelmingly supportive creator. All of our moderators here have channels of their own. They all do different things. They have all been dear friends of mine for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have an overwhelming sense of generosity, and because of that, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels for premieres and live streams, because they all enjoy helping others and motivating other creators as well. So I'm just going to grab Makeup Mom and Son's latest video, 31 Days of Halloween Phantom of the Opera, and put that in my catch-up list. She does a lot of variety on her channel, a lot of product reviews, a lot of unboxing, sponsored videos. This creator gets into product reviews and challenges, often taste tests and things of that nature. She does incredibly well with series of videos, and she collaborates with others all the time. She brings on StreamYard panels and hops in on other people's channels as well, shares content that way. She's done interviews and other collaborations. She's been wildly successful with shorts. I think her top performing short had 37,000 views, if I'm right. So she's definitely a creator to watch. Makeup Mom and Son is getting close to 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer. And of course, she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and membership when we get there. Kaden Plays It is a channel that was set up for the son of Makeup Mom and Son. So of course, Mom's helping Son with this channel. But we want to encourage this young creator by pushing them up and over maybe even the 45 subscribers that they're thinking of right now. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we possibly can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Kaden Blazeit wants to bring us unboxings, product reviews, shorts videos, as well as video game live streaming. So if I understood right, I think Makeup Mom and Son said he's got another couple of videos coming up shortly. Fnatic Guide still in the house. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate that. We're spinning the wheel. We're going to get to Trish the Natural next and see what they've got going on. Trish the Natural brings us natural hair care. She expands her content into things like wigs and weaves and other beauty products, but natural hair care is what she's going to focus on the most here. You can also see there's a big focus that she's got herself on her channel in presentation with these bright, bold headshots. I saw something from you on social media too. I forget if it was Instagram. It flew by very quickly, but it was like a bang, 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 bang of all the different headshots. I thought that was really, really cool and eye-catching. But Trish the Natural has made herself very recognizable. So what I think that's going to do for her is when somebody has watched one of her videos and enjoyed it, the next time YouTube recommends another video from this creator, they will likely be inclined to click on it because they'll recognize the look and style, which is very professional, as you can see. I love the minimalist look of the text on the thumbnails that she's got going on. Plus, all the thumbnails are bright and colorful. So, 524 subscribers. She's got her community tab now, which is a wonderful thing to see. Hopefully, everybody will connect with her. We'd love to push her on towards 600 right now. And she's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. If I've missed anything that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment in the chat, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I will appreciate everybody's patience. Oh, Life at the Logans is monetized. That's wonderful. Hopefully we can catch you over there. Forgive me if I can't remember for the life of me right this second whether I knew that already or not. Come Hither with Heather's here from Australia as well, but they happen to be a member. Let me get them onto the wheel. We always get members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But you'll also notice I'm moving a little bit faster now than I was earlier in the first half of the stream, and we do that. It gets a little bit faster as time goes on. We're going to get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next hour or so. The Stock Explorer has their monetization celebration coming up right after Tuber Chat, so they'll go on a few minutes before we end, and then we'll go over there and raid together. I'm actually going to join them on their panel for a few minutes as well. And then Warmstrong Adventures has 284 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. When it comes to monetization as well, we see a handful of channels getting monetized lately. If you have a channel that becomes monetized, please make sure that I know if you're going to do a monetization celebration. First of all, if possible, we'll raid from Tuber Chat, but I definitely want to be there myself, right? I'll try to make extra effort to make sure I can get there. I try to attend everybody's monetization celebration if I can. So Warmstrong Adventures is up here right now, and they bring us travel videos, particularly from cruises, which is really, really cool and engaging, and I'm sure everybody's going to find a lot of their content to be beautiful. And I'm just going to grab their latest video and put it in my catch-up list so I can keep caught up. They've got a premiere coming up on November the 1st, so Tuesday. Now, I am recommending to everybody to always put notifications on for everything that we see these days, whether it is premieres or live streams, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the algorithm, even if we don't necessarily know that we can make it at that specific time. It's just in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can with everybody. And then yes, Trina's motivation, please do. I absolutely mean that. I always want to be there for everybody's monetization celebration, especially if they've been, a part of the Tuber Chat family at all, because we want to encourage everybody. It's a major milestone. A lot of people, probably 99% or many more, have monetization on the radar for their YouTube journey, and it's a great milestone to pass. And then IVB Creates. So YouTube has changed what they're doing, and they will be giving community tabs to channels under 500, but it's a slow rollout. Sometimes they do things fairly quickly. This one, they've kind of given us the impression it's going to be a very slow rollout. But what we find and have always found since Tuber Chat's been around is that when creators get their 500 subscribers, the community tab usually pops up exactly the 7th day after you lock in your 500 subscribers. So if you slip back below down to 489 or 495 or something, it might not count right away. But I find that it's always been 7 days. We've occasionally heard that it might be a little bit shorter. YouTube tells us on their website that it might be up to 2 weeks. We don't know when the change is going to happen. We're excited for it still in general because we're happy for the people who come in after us to not have to go through some of the extra things that we've had to go through. Like, I'll be happy for people to get their community tab earlier. They can get out there, start using it, start benefiting from it, and possibly start sharing from it as well. Florida's Claimer Ted, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then, so YouTube let us know, but it looks like it's a short or a slow rollout. Oh, and then Trina's motivation. What's the purpose of doing Premiere, especially on short videos and also on official shorts videos? So if you think about this, let me just divert away from shorts for a second and put the focus on, let's say, regular size videos, if you want to call them, anywhere around like an average of 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. Let's say you have a 10-minute video and you're going to publish it, right? If your channel has 500 subscribers or more, and that's just an arbitrary number, it's not written anywhere, I'm just saying, like, we're just talking about it, right? If you post your video or if you premiere it, which one of those two activities is going to result in more views in the first 10 minutes? chances are you get more views out of a premiere than you do out of somebody watching the video after it's been published for the first time. That's almost a universal truth. It's not a fact, absolutely not, but it's just something to think about, right? The other thing too is you could always try and then just not do it again if you didn't like it. You can always take the live chat off and things like that. But a premiere most often gives much more activity in the first length of the video, regardless of its size, than it would have otherwise. I'm sure with shorts it might be the same thing as well, because you'll have people waiting for the premiere before it starts, so they'll catch it immediately. Whereas when a video is published, people have to get the notification, and then when they get there, they'll be able to see it. We all know that notifications don't work perfectly either. So hopefully that's somewhat helpful. I know I'm racing through the answer there. And then Florida Claimers Ted said they don't like the premieres. It's interesting because I recommend to everybody in almost every case to premiere. I think premieres are a great way to get a head start on most videos, and it gives you a chance to interact with the chat. But then again, you know your channel better than anybody else, right? And we all have to make the right decisions for our own channels. I have other channels that I run that are not mine where we do not do premieres because they either don't do well or there's too much negativity in the chat that just can't be avoided, and you know, it's just part of the audience that's there and this and that, so we just don't bother. But those channels are obviously established as well and don't necessarily need the jump. It really doesn't have the same effect. When your channel is between 500 subscribers and let's say a few thousand, a premiere might be able to be a great benefit in giving the video a head start. But once you have like 50,000 subscribers, that benefit might not be there anymore because you were gonna get 800 views on that video anyway. What would be the difference whether you got, you know, 800 in a couple of days or 830? Let's just say, if that makes any sense. Deborah's Journey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They got their community tab. They have less than 200, but there's nothing we can do to induce that, right? And then, yeah, Florida Claimers Ted, you know, the reason why I say 500 subscribers as an idea is because even I know what it's like to premiere a video and have nobody show up, right? It's not a great feeling for anybody. And if your channel doesn't have, you know, there's no magic number. I'm just saying in my own experience, what I've seen in the last few years, that if you don't already have 500 subscribers, you may not necessarily have as many people as you need on at the moment that you're premiering to be able to catch it. Because if you have 500 subscribers, you're not going to get 500 people watching your premiere. That's next to impossible, right? But you need lots of people on YouTube at the time in your own audience so that some of them get the notifications if they work, and forgive my sarcasm and rolling my eyes when I say that. But as well, like, you know, people are watching different videos all the time, and if you happen to be on looking for something to watch, then you have to pick. What do you do if 3 people, like, you know, you got 2 people live and a person premiering? Now you got to make a choice in a lot of cases, right? So it's just ideas. I'm not saying I'm right or anything like that, but just something to think about. I recommend for anybody that's thinking about anything, including premiering, to think about trying it and then see if it works for you. If you don't like it, you can always not do it. You can change your mind a million times on YouTube if you want to, and that's great. So Jamie Hart is up right now. Next up is going to be Crime Time Wine Time. Jamie Hart has 467 subscribers right now. I'm just going to grab her latest video, Scarefest weekend trip vlog. That looks like it's going to be very cool. We have something like that going on in our area right now called Frightmare in the Falls. I live close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. I am Betty J. Gathers is in the house. I'm going to get you onto the wheel in another moment here. When we look at Jamie Hart's channel, she actually has a ton of variety. So she does everything from horror to Twin Peaks, movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and she's a cat lover, so she shares that with us as well. Everything from shorts to videos to live streams on this channel. I think she's done shorts, right? Am I mistaken? Oh, am I mistaken? Has Jamie Hart not done a short yet? Oh, I might have been mistaken about that. I don't know what everybody thinks about this new round thing that YouTube's doing with everything, rounding everything off. I feel like they're just taking inspiration from other networks. Lots of websites do this, right? Every few years. I've been into this stuff for a long time. They keep changing their mind. 1 year they want it square, and 4 years later they want it round, and it's not much different than the idea of like appliances. Before, everybody was just getting stainless steel or white everything. There used to be different colors, right? So 1 year it's all yellow, and the next year everybody's making green ones and things like that. These guys change their mind all the time. I don't know what everybody's thinking about these new looks. One of the things you'll notice is that on a lot of channels, the buttons change color. So depending on what account you're looking at it with, or in what, how do I say, perspective, if that makes any sense, you might find that a subscribe button is not red. Right? We're all used to saying hit the red button, and now it may not be red anymore, and things like that. It's just an idea. Some of the stuff is not perfect, so when you squish your windows, like you notice I'm doing on the screen here, some of the buttons start to run over each other and things like that. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Jamie Hart's channel, whether you like the round edges or not. We don't control that anyway. And then Crime Time, Wine Time is up next. So I'm going to try to keep moving it. I know I'm starting to talk a little bit too much again, but we'll get moving. We'll see if we can get a lot more channels on the screen. We still got about 45 minutes to go, a little bit longer. That's lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen before we go over to the Stock Explorers channel for their monetization celebration. I Am Betty J Gathers needs to be put onto the wheel as they are a member. I mentioned that earlier. And then macOS has round edges. Yes, Fnatic Guide. Almost everything. I think it always has been. Yeah, update your templates now. Yes. Bullock Experience doing a premiere. Make sure you look at your YouTube studio to know what time is the best time to premiere your video. So some of the channels that have, there's no magic number there either. Some channels, I'm guessing under 500 subscribers, may not have the section in the audience tab of the YouTube analytics that shows you a grid or graph of when the best time is to post. It's something they added in a while back, and everybody eventually gets it, but it depends on traffic on your channel. And I know a couple of creators who had to live without it for a while and were very aggravated about it. So if you have the benefit of that section, that's okay. If you don't, you might want to plug into something like TubeBuddy or vidIQ that gives you the same kind of a look. Whenever in doubt, you can simply type into Google, what's the best time to post on YouTube? Read a couple of articles, see what they say, make the best decision for your own channel. If in doubt, I recommend 9 a.m. in your time zone on Saturday, because you catch the weekend traffic. There's more people on YouTube typically during the weekend in general than the rest of the time. You might catch a lot there. Or, you know, Friday and Monday are busy days, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday not quite as much. But you also have to do things when you can be there. So if you're going to premiere, you want to make sure that you can be there for your own premiere. Frank Turzo, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I believe you've been with us before. And Black Phoenix, good to see you in the house. Forgive me for all I'm missing in the chat. So I'm mistaken. Frank Turzo's here for the first time. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in a video description. In our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And yeah, Puppet Short Films, it's interesting that you say that, because I enjoy TubeBuddy. I really do. I do, of course, have affiliate links in the chat. If anybody doesn't already have it, I hope you'll go use our link, but get the free version and see what it does, because there's a lot of benefit to the free version of TubeBuddy as well. vidIQ and TubeBuddy seem to be about the same, but they have much different look to them. So it's, you know, the only thing I could use as an analogy is the difference between I don't know, BMW and Mercedes. I don't know how much difference there actually is, but Mercedes people like Mercedes and BMW people like BMW. So some people like vidIQ and some people like TubeBuddy. I've been using TubeBuddy a long time, and I prefer it, but it's not for any specific reason. Crime Time Wine Time is up right now. This creator is the same one as behind Oracles and Beyond. Cassie, with her friend Molly, has started this second channel. They've got 241 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 they're thinking about. And then 10 months, then your badge color changes. Thank you, I am Betty J. Gathers. She's sending a highlighted milestone message through the chat. You'll notice it affects the stream boss under my camera there. But those highlighted milestone messages are a free bonus for anybody that's a member on the channel where they are enabled. Flies through the chat like a super chat and gives you the chance to have your message highlighted. I should have another look at vidIQ because I haven't really gone through it in a long time. And then, you know I bark up this tree. Pete and a lot of other creators here must be rolling their eyes as soon as they hear the tone of voice that I have when I'm about to say this. But I intend on making videos to show at least how I use these things, if not how to use these things, so that you can get at least one opinion on the difference between them. Camellia Sardinis just hit 400. That's wonderful. I hope you push a little bit farther. Because we want to make sure that's locked in for you. But that's a wonderful milestone, and we're happy for that. Camellia Sardinis has been with us for a couple of months now, a few months, I think, actually. And then Black Phoenix, good to see you in the house. I'm not sure if I welcomed you earlier. So let's look at Oracles and Beyond. When we look at true crime, we know it's a huge category in podcasting. YouTube's aggressively trying to snag a lot of that market, so it's a great time for Crime Time, Wine Time to come up. Oracles and Beyond will give you free tarot and oracle readings, not just from Cassie, but from her friends as well. You get different perspectives there, and this can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be to come, and what might be happening right now. She's got shorts, videos, and live streams, and you'll get a warm welcome over there, and you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're on that channel as well. Coastal Water is a recently featured channel from Tuber Chat. I've got them on the wheel. Let's spin, and we'll see who's coming up next. And I think what we'll do is we'll go on another break for about 3 minutes. And when we come back, we're going to look at Come Hither with Heather. We've got about 45 minutes, lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen before we go over to the Stock Explorers channel. They're our featured channel for today. They've got their monetization celebration coming up. All right, we're just about back. We're looking at Come Hither with Heather. We've still got just under 45 minutes. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen, and then we're going to go over to the Stock Explorer for their monetization celebration. Come Hither with Heather is on the screen right now from Australia. This creator brings us a combination of different types of content mixed with a little bit of variety, including paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. And they do this frequently. As a matter of fact, so much I find myself way behind with them. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put this in my catch-up list. But I also see that they've got something coming up. This looks like a live stream, and that will be for Halloween. So I've got my notification on for that. Come Hither with Heather has 720 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 she's thinking about. She's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, has been for a long time. As a matter of fact, I've joined them on their panel while they were spreading generosity and advocating for another creator, Scratch and PPA, to grab his watch hours right before he was monetized, which he is now. It's Our Abundant Life. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And as you'll notice, Nightbot Bottissimo dropped a link for that. We can connect with them easily, but It's Our Abundant Life will be up next. They actually did that the other day too, so I appreciate that. Where to Begin Homestead is in the house. Good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When I look at Come Hither with Heather, I also show this channel, Werner's Adventures. These two creators are partners, and Werner's Adventures is going to bring us more explorations of abandoned locations. Occasionally, we see these creators live stream or simulcast together. So next up is going to be It's Our Abundant Life. I'm going to try to move a little bit quicker so we can get as many channels as possible on the screen in the next 40 minutes or so. When we get closer to the time, I'll start dropping the link for the Stock Explorer. And when we look at It's Our Abundant Life, this is another creator I'm still getting to know. It's a fairly new channel with 37 subscribers. I'm just looking at something in the background. I think the Weightlifting Geek is doing their monetization celebration right now as well. My dear goodness. Hope I didn't miss a message from them on that. Oh, situation. Pardon me. I'm just looking in the background to get the link for the Stock Explorer. So I'm ready, and then we'll talk about It's Our Abundant Life. I want to hit their About tab and that as well. A lot of the creators that I'm mentioning have been featured on Tuber Chat. So It's Our Abundant Life, like I said, is fairly new. And they're a Christ-following, faith-filled, fun-loving family, hoping to bring joy and laughter to our days while we watch them homesteading, playing, working, serving, and loving. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that we find from this family of creators in Northern California. I'm looking forward to seeing what more they're going to come up with and getting to know their channel better. I'm going to grab another video and put it in my catch-up list. That will give me another piece of content to watch. And one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen is that over time I get to know the channels better. By watching content over weeks and months, I get to know what you're doing on your channel a little bit better. And if you want to connect outside, then I enjoy connecting to creators to learn about them, so the stories I tell get better over time as well. Hopefully you can see that. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Next up is Mr. Shelton TV. This is John H. Shelton. And this is somebody with a couple of channels. They recently renamed their channels actually again. They've done it a few times, but this time, because of the new handles that are coming up, now it's just an opinion, but I believe that handles are going to be a lot more important than we might think when it comes to branding, recognition, and people memorizing them the way they do on Twitter, Instagram, and other networks like that. So TikTok and places. So Mr. Shelton TV matched his channel names to what he expects for handles. This creator brings us pure variety, a lot of filmmaking, a lot of video gameplay lately, actually, and shout-out videos and skits and poetry and music and all kinds of stuff. So I'm just going to grab his latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up. This creator's getting close to 1,000 subscribers. They're officially on the road. When we look at Mr. Shelton TV 2, we see a second channel from the same creator, but with 7,000 subscribers. So you know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have gone through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine that. So I'm just grabbing their latest video over here as well. You'll find more variety on this channel, and that will give me a chance to get caught up with them as well. Oh, and that's okay. Trina's motivation. Yes, forgive me because I raced through subjects here without mentioning it. YouTube is going to give a new type of, well, they're calling it a handle, and other networks have done that as well. What will happen is, like in the case of, let's say, Coach Mary Ma, their handle might be something like an @ symbol, Coach Mary Ma. Like for Tuberchat, it's at Tuberchat, because I have it already. Not every channel has it yet. It's another rollout, but everybody will have it soon, if not yet. And then what happens is it's going to be a new way for people to be able to tag you or to reference your channel, and they're going to add it into the URL system, so somebody will be able to type youtube.com/@CoachMaryMa or whatever she chooses for a handle to get to this channel, if that makes sense. So it's just another nickname for your channel, similar to the way people would reference you on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or other networks that use that type of system. The @ symbol is basically what does it all. Not too different from how we tag each other right now. They're expecting to make it easier. What I believe is that people are going to memorize those the way they do from Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Some people may know your name, but they reference you by your handle when they talk about you in real life. And I think that's what's going to happen here. So we'll see. You will see, Black Phoenix. There'll be confusion for a short period, and then after a little while, we'll probably forget that there was a day that they didn't have handles, and we'll be using them. But we'll see. Hopefully YouTube gets this one right. You know, they do not too badly, but not everything works immediately after it comes out. So I don't mean to be pessimistic, but you all know what I mean by YouTube updates and things like that. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then Coach Mary Ma's here with 257 subscribers. And what they are doing is they are helping people regain their self-esteem, rebuild self-confidence, improve their net worth, and conquer self-sabotaging tendencies of stigma, guilt, blame, and shame. They are a reset coach. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the motivation we're sure to get, not to mention encouragement from this creator. I'm just going to grab one of your latest live stream replays, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up after the live stream today and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. Just going to spin the wheel. Ace Flaw 1, thank you so much for the time you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every day that we stream, or for 2.5 hours every time we're here, but I do appreciate every moment that everybody can spend, of course. Next up is going to be Baron, and we'll see what this creator's got going on. They were here at the beginning of the stream. They tend to come through quickly, so we'll just take a look at their channel for a quick moment here. 445 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. I'll just take another video from them, put it in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up even though it's a short one, and I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I notice as well that It's Our Abundant Life actually took over the Stream Boss position as well. That's the video game life meter under my camera. Every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, and whoever takes over gets a little bit of extra exposure for a while. So I'm overdue now for getting names onto our wheel from our chat list, so I'm going to do that right this second. I Am Betty J Gathers is on the screen, or coming up right now. I'll get some names onto the wheel before I talk about her channel. She's a positive creator. She's actually a powerhouse of positivity and energy. She's a powerhouse of positivity and energy, motivation, and encouragement. Puppet Short Films is coming up on the wheel, of course, along with Fnatic Guide and Camellia Sardinis, who just hit 400. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. I Am Betty J Gathers has 544 subscribers. We see that they've got their community tab. Look at the features that have been unlocked on this channel. So this might be the first time we're seeing this today. What a lucky duck I Am Betty J Gathers is. You have got the new tab system that YouTube's been talking about, where if you'll notice, they've got a videos tab, a shorts tab, and a live tab. Now, we might have seen this today and I didn't notice it until right this second, but this is the first time I'm looking at this. I haven't been able to be on YouTube the last few days as much as I would like to have been. So we're looking at some of the stuff. I might have missed what has gone on the last couple of days by the look of it. But this is a new thing, right? So we're gonna be able to separate the idea of shorts, videos, live streams, separate by popularity, where they used to be jumbled together. But she's also got a community tab, which is great to see. This creator brings us shorts, videos, and live streams. Obviously, if you don't have shorts, the tab won't show up. If you don't have live streams, the tab won't show up, so you won't confuse everybody, which is great if I'm right. And then, Puppet Short Films is up next. And then, I Am Betty J Gathers is somebody who wants to motivate us with healthy eating and healthy living. They are always encouraging. They do a lot of vlogging as well. Lately, they've been doing a lot of live streaming. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you join their channel for premieres and live streams. And they are probably responsible for us literally gaining hundreds of thumbs up on TuberChat over the last year to year and a half. Or maybe even longer, because of their friendly reminders. So hopefully everybody will support her. If you haven't already, right now we've got Puppet Short Films up here. They have been incredibly engaging in the chat today. For 684 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they're thinking about. Funny, amusing, and unique is Puppet Short Films. They have got shorts, videos. I'm not sure if they've done streams, and forgive me for not being certain. I think streams are probably an idea for the future for this channel, right? But Puppet Short Films has been a friend for a long time. They've recently started making frequent appearances again, and hopefully everybody will enjoy what they're doing on their channel. They bring engagement and comedy and fun everywhere they go, including here in TuberChat as well. They're getting close to 700. And thank you, First Time Casting Adventures. Hopefully we'll see you again shortly. Let me see what I can do about adding some names to our wheel from our chat list. Frank Turzo will come up on the wheel. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster too, so we can get through as many channels as we can. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up. Unstable TV Shorts is coming up, and I'll add some more names shortly. Let's spin the wheel. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right this second, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate it greatly. And forgive me, the first time I mentioned your name today, I know I got it wrong, but Camellia Sardinis is in the house, and with 401 subscribers. So it's wonderful to hit another milestone. Now, the only thing is when you start gaining too many subscribers in Tuber Chat at a time, you run the risk of losing a few of those in the next couple of days. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. It's a frustration for everybody. But one of the things I suggest is that if possible, you want to continue working on your channel, meet a few more people, pardon me, so that you can really lock in that 400 and then you won't slip back below that milestone. This is a channel we're still getting to know. Camelia's been with us a few times now. Lifestyle vlogs and wellness. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that she brings. Shorts and videos and maybe streams will be an idea for the future, but I'm going to take another video so I can get to know the channel a little bit better. I've got that in my catch-up list, and I'll catch that within the next 24 hours or so. Daphne's Creative Touch is in the house. Charlene Heel is here. I think Charlene Heel is still a member with her other channel. Frank Turzo is coming up right now. When we talk about anybody that's brand new here in Tuber Chat today, then hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Frank Turzo is up here right now. And, wow, you've got some seriously popular videos. I can see that. 23,000, 28, 25. Wow. 345 subscribers. And, oh my goodness. Going into the recording studio at the age of 56. Was one of the best decisions they've ever made. Journey's been awesome, and so they're posting a lot of music. We're going to get to know this channel. So I'm just going to grab another video from you. Let me just grab the latest one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch your channel. Yeah, here's another channel that's got the shorts right here on the tab. So forgive me, maybe we've been seeing this for the last 2 hours, and I just noticed it now. We're flying through channels, and of course I'm talking, so I may not have caught some of that. Oh, I wrecked the wheel. Pardon me for that. I hit something there. Don Ray B is coming up right now. This creator got a gifted membership today. The Stock Explorer gifted a membership. We've seen that kind of thing done many times. It's an extremely generous thing to do because you don't get to choose who gets the gifted membership. YouTube just kind of does it through the algorithm. But Don Ray B is an incredibly supportive creator here, so we're happy for them to have it. What Don Ray B is doing actually is literally giving us a look through their eyes while they build what they've been hoping to do in a homesteading channel, building a homestead, which is a dream come true for them, as they describe on their channel. But they want to encourage other people to, chase your dreams, make it happen, because, they're living theirs right now. They want to see other people do the same thing. So hopefully we can take encouragement from this creator. And then when we look at their About page, they recently moved to 4 acres. There you go. And they want to encourage others, like I said, to chase their dreams. So we're following this channel. They've got shorts and videos. Perhaps live streams will be an idea for the future on this channel as well. And they've got their they don't have a live because they haven't done live streams. So we see a shorts tab for them as well as a videos tab. At least when we're on a computer. We'll see what happens on mobile. And then Facing Reality says they see ads on the way in. It's possible that I could have mistakenly turned monetization on this stream. I typically don't. I might have rushed, but we'll see. Because I usually turn them off here in Tuber Chat. I did that a long time ago. Everybody can see we're doing well enough with memberships and super chats, so I think it's better for the small amount of ad money that comes in. You know, Tuber Chat is only live streams. We only get, and forgive me, I know it's great to have like 300 views on a video, but that's what Tuber Chat gets. We don't get replays. It's not designed that way. We're not going to have a stream that's going to go to 25,000 views or anything. That won't happen. So we're better off taking the ads off and letting everybody get in here faster to work on your channels. I do have ads on. Okay, pardon me for a second, and we're going to, let me see if I can easily do this. If I can easily get them off. Okay, pardon me, Unstable TV Shorts. If anybody wants to know how to do this, you get into your channel. If you're logged in on your front page, you can get into the YouTube studio by clicking Customize Channel. Then you can just go over to the tab that you want. For me, it's Content. Go to Live Streams. And on today's live stream, I must have done that by mistake. So there we go. I meant to turn it off. You'll see that I put a robot in the chat. The next two that are almost set up are the monetization will be off on those. So thank you for that, Facing Reality, because I didn't realize I made that mistake. But it's rare. I usually don't do that. And then, like I said, our super chatters and members kind of support the channel enough that I don't really have to have ads. But I do put them on the replays anyway. So it's just a quick skip. So Unstable TV Shorts is up right now with 32 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but these creators have done it once before. They have a channel now with 16,000 subscribers. We'll go look at that in a moment. Unstable TV is one of our favorite Irish couples. They've found some wild success in the last year with reaction videos, and it's not like anybody can just react to anything. That's not how that works. These creators put a lot of time, effort, and energy into researching, trial and error with a lot of videos to make a lot of things really, really pop. So now they've broken off into a second channel to give us shorts, and hopefully this will have the same effect. So 32 subscribers here. I'm just going to show you Unstable TV so you can see what I mean. And they're doing well with 16,300 subscribers right now. And you can see the difference in views on some of their videos, right? 1,000 here almost. They've got 63 here. Not every video hits, right? But then they've got 1,300 here, 5,000 here. So it's random, right? But as long as they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to keep growing. They're going to keep pounding out some of these videos that really fly. And on this channel, they bring all three types of content. So we'll be looking forward to more from them here. I hope everybody will connect with them, because you know I say of channels this size that we can meet, that we have much to learn from them as well as be entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey. The Bud Files is in the house. And you'll have to forgive me, because for Puppet Short Films, I don't want to push anybody too hard in most cases. Sometimes I do want to encourage people specifically with ideas if I really believe I'm right, but I try not to tell everybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. When I say, like, maybe live streaming is an idea for the future with this channel, it's really just something to say, just to kind of spark the thought. But that's more up to you than anything else. You kind of probably have an instinctive idea of whether it will work for you or for your audience or not. The other thing you can always do is give one a try and just, you know, make it unlisted or private after, or delete it if you don't like it, right? Frazzball Collects is coming up. Let's see what they've got going on. The Bud Files is also in the house. They both are members, so I put them on the wheel right away. We've just got over 15 minutes now, and then we're going to go over to the Stock Explorers Monetization Celebration. I'm going to drop the link for that right now. and I will join them on panel for a moment. They'll start a few minutes before we end, and I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so we can clean up our connections here. But you'll be able to meet more friends and family members during their live stream as well. So I'm assuming they'll be on for at least an hour, if not much longer. Frazzball Collects has 770 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. And what this channel does is brings, they're from the UK, they bring us a detailed look at numismatic collectible coins. Forgive me because I'm trying to rush. I don't mean to do that. You've probably seen these kind of coins. They're available all over the world. Every different country, you know, probably has these done or most. And Frazzball Collects is going to give us a detailed look at each of the different coins that they present and talk to us about these collectible coins. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Frazzball Collects has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. Of course, I put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as they get here. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's an incredibly supportive creator. They have been for months and months and months. I forget how long they've been in the Tuber Chat family, but it seems all the time when I'm out visiting, especially the homesteading, camping, gardening, farming, fishing, prep type channels, that I run into MLW Fishing Man frequently. Coastal Waters coming up. They were recently featured on Tuber Chat as well. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. Don Ray B, thank you so much. We'll see you again soon. I hope everybody can hang out with us for the monetization celebration for the Stock Explorer. We're going to go and raid that soon. I just dropped a link and pinned it so we can get there easily. I'll drop it again in another couple of minutes, and I'll leave this live stream running right up until a few minutes after they've started so that we can clean up our connections here. And then the Stock Explorer, I'm expecting to actually go a few minutes early, so that they can get on, and then we'll get over and raid, and everybody can go over whenever they like, because it's a live stream. The chat's already running, of course. So Coastal Waters here with 242 subscribers. This creator brings us a lot of ride-along live streams, more like confessionals, but we get a great chance to get to know the creator and their family life. You'll often find them with Backlash Fishermen, of course, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're an incredibly supportive creator, and let me just see what they've got here. Oh, here we go. Family traveling with outdoor adventures is what you'll expect. Homesteading, cleaning, organizing, cooking, devotionals, as well as some unboxings and haul type videos. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel on the screen. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up right this second. We'll see what they've got going on right now. They have been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. 715 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that we know they must be thinking about. Pardon me just for a second. We'll talk about their content. I see that I'm behind. I'm just going to grab your video from yesterday, put that in my catch-up list right now. You've also got a premiere coming up on November the 1st. I've got that set. Freezer clean out and a pantry meal. That'll be interesting. They're empty nesters living on 1.5 acres, and they're in West Tennessee. They raise chickens, turkeys, and ducks. They give us gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty fun, small channel shoutouts, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing the different variety that they've got. I'm always happy to see Happy Mail videos from creators as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Lots of featured channels with some familiar faces there, and I appreciate Tuber Chat at the bottom. One of the things I'll show, I just want to put focus on for a second. We talk about featured channels on your front page. They're easy to add. We talk about it often here. But you can also feature a channel, like look at what they've done for Tuber Chat here, where you get this big description and everything else, because it's one featured channel in its own section. So if you were wondering how to do that, that's a good example. So thank you to the Hillbilly Ranch, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, for doing that. We've got them in our featured channels list as well, of course. And what I recommend for any creators that have more than one channel is always to feature your own other channel or channels, probably at the bottom of the page, so that we can find it when we get there. You'll be surprised how many creators are, or how many supporters are willing to catch you on more than one channel when they learn you have them. So, pardon me, next up is Fnatic Guide. They're another creator who's been here since the beginning of the stream. They have been a dear friend for a long time, an advocate for Tuber Chat. One of the things that really helps your channel is when you have some friends that are out there talking you up all the time. And I have run into Fnatic Guide repeatedly over the last couple of years doing this. They're at 3,000 subscribers right now, so you can bet that they have much to be learned from, as well as entertained and inspired by. They do a lot of premiering, and they post as often as they can, usually several times a week, if not daily. They've got a few other videos on their channel besides gaming, though, and you can see that some of these have some wild success, with over 10,000 here, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 70,000, and we have watched this channel gain tens of thousands of views over the last couple of years. This is going to be the first video for them to hit 100,000 views, which is a wonderful milestone. We're all excited to see that happen. Tori's Brain Games is in the house. It's good to see you here. I caught them for another game the other day. You'll have to forgive me because I've never taken part yet. One of these days, I hope I can catch you at the beginning and maybe hang out for a while and actually take part. I'm always there for at least 15 minutes. A lot of times I'm there for much longer. I come in, I say my hellos and stuff like that, but I usually hang out for as long as I possibly can because I'm working on a computer when I'm on YouTube most of the time, and then I just hop in and out to support different creators when possible. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Fnatic Guide. Like I said, they've been a dear friend for a long time. The Bud Files is coming up right now, and I will take channels one by one for a bit. We're going to go over to the Stock Explorer for their monetization celebration shortly. It's time for me to drop the link for that again, so I'll do it right now. I'm expecting they'll probably go on a little bit early. And I will join them on their panel, actually, for a moment. We're in talks about doing an interview as well. I did one of those with Crocheting with Leanne last week. If you want to look that up on her channel, we talked a little more YouTube. Pete helped out with preparation for her questions and things like that, which I appreciated. Yeah, Philip Lemon. Lots of creators are getting the community tab under 500, but not everybody yet. We've seen lots of channels that don't have it yet, so it seems to be a slow rollout. It's pretty interesting. Fat Ninja DM, good to see you in the house. The Bud Files are modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it on their channel. They often take us places like ghost towns, abandoned places, graveyards, and cemeteries. And I'm just going to grab one of their latest K2 videos and put this in my catch-up list. You can see a little bit more on their channel as well, including shorts videos. So hopefully everybody will enjoy all three types of content over here. In pushing them towards 800, they've got shorts videos and live streams to enjoy, but they're incredibly supportive. I think they're here with Tuber Chat every single day. Now, I know not everybody could be here every day that we stream, or certainly for 2.5 hours, so I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. But I do notice that the Bud Files is here almost every day. And pardon me, I've had my pardon me. I had my moderator messages off. Okay, pardon me. The Bullock Experience is up right now. I have an Instagram group with the moderators in case they need to get me for anything, and I've had it off the whole stream. I don't know why. But we're good. Black Guns and Gardens is going to be featured tomorrow. The Bullock Experience was recently featured here on Tuber Chat, and Crocheting with Leanne recently interviewed them as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the Bullock Experience. This is a creator that more than anything else wants to bring us fishing, but they do tend to do some long live streams, and when they do, the conversation can start to go in different directions, which is great. We get to know the creator, we get to know their community. They're building fast at 653 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 700 they're thinking about. And you see what I mean. The Bullock Experience, the Wheel of Doom, is completely random. We never know how long it's going to take. The Bullock Experience has been here since the beginning of the stream. That's 2 hours and 20 minutes to get onto the screen, if not longer. And you just never know. I appreciate their patience, but the Bullock Experience has been here with us for a few months now as well. And so hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety on their channel. Kelly Bullock is bringing a fishing channel, all types of fish, but they actually do a little bit more as well. The conversation's always going to go, like I said, in different directions, and they're bringing us some shorts videos as well. Some of these are starting to get some serious activity. Good, so hopefully we can see some more of that. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up, and VS Speaks Royally is coming up. Oh, we looked at that channel already. That's great, so we're going to skip a little bit farther faster. And I've still got time for a couple of more channels. Trina's Motivation has been with us for a while. Tori's Brain Games is coming up right now. And what Tori's Brain Games is doing is bringing us a very well-produced live stream, actually. But we've seen a lot of game nights. Lots of creators do this type of thing where you can play interactive games in the chat and take part. It's a lot of fun. It's somewhat of a popular thing to do. We have lots of creators in the Tuber Chat family that do it as well. But on Tori's Brain Games, the games that we're playing are meant to challenge the mind. They're still fun for everyone, and you'll find an engaged conversation going on while they're playing as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. 624 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 700 they're thinking about. You can see I caught them just this week. I'm just going to grab a replay and put it in my catch-up list, and I will probably run that within the next 24 hours as well. Let's spin the wheel just for fun. Trina's Motivation is coming up. I'll drop the link for our raid, and I've probably got time for one more channel. We'll see in a second here. Trina's Motivation is coming up. And we're going over to the Stock Explorer for a raid. They have their monetization celebration happening right now. So we're happy to go and celebrate with them. I'm going to join them on panel for a brief few minutes. We're also talking about an upcoming interview. They usually turn into friendly conversations, but we call them interviews to get them started when I join creators on their panels. Hopefully I'll be doing a lot of those in the coming months as well. Trina's Motivation has 508 subscribers. I'm going to grab a replay from you too, because I don't want to fall too far behind here. I'll put that in my catch-up list. They're bringing all three types of videos, and they are talking about their journey in keeping healthy, as they had a run-in with our friend the C word that we don't talk about. I won't make too much of a joke about it, but it's something that we can't talk about easily in our YouTube content without having trouble. I'm curious to see what Elon Musk is going to do with Twitter now. The claim is that he's going to make it a little more open to free speech as opposed to seeming one-sided, but we'll see. That's a line in the sand, right? What's going to be allowed and what's not. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Trina's Motivation. They've been with Tuber Chat for quite some time now. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And let's see, I've got time for another couple of channels. So Frank Turzo, we looked at. Trina's motivation. Daphne's creative touch will come up on the wheel. House of X Entertainment Inc. is here. They've been with me for probably 3 years now. They happen to be members, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. That's Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. They are two of the very first creators, actually, to come into a Tuber Chat live stream, but that's because they've been so supportive even before we started 2.5 years ago live streaming. So let's look now at Daphne's creative touch and see what this creator's got going on. Remember earlier in the stream I said that in some places on YouTube you see the color of the button change. Now we've got this white button. So for all these years we've been talking about hit the red button, and now it's not red. So I don't know how frustrated everybody is about that. Forgive me for whining and complaining about it, but some of the changes, I don't know how much it helps. I mean, they're paying the best scientists in the world to figure out psychologically what color the button should be, but I just wonder about all of our videos where we've said hit the red button, you know what I mean? So, over 1,000 subscribers now from Daphne's Creative Touch. I'm just going to grab a video from you. We're still getting to know this creator. I've put this into my catch-up list. I'll have a look at what you've said there. They talk about hair crafts and they share their life. Hopefully we'll enjoy the variety on this channel. And they've got shorts videos in between as well, and some of these are getting a little bit of activity, which is great to see. And then let's spin to the next channel and see what is going to happen here. House of X Entertainment Inc. is going to come up. And like I said, this is two monetized creators, as a matter of fact. Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. They make up House of X Entertainment Inc., which is a channel that is very much focused on other creators. So they do a lot of interviews, a lot of featuring of other channels. They always have. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there. Like I said, they've been incredibly supportive to me for close to 3 years now. So they happen to be members here. I put them on the wheel as soon as they got in here. Did we not look at Facing Reality today? We didn't. Got Facing Reality on the wheel just for fun. And then when I look at their individual channels, Yo, it's your boy Leo, more gameplay than anything else on this channel, but hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. Let me just take his latest video and put this in my catch-up list. I meant to put it in another playlist, but that's okay. And then I'm going to notify about the premiere coming up, and then when we get back to House of X Entertainment Inc., we see It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. This creator wants to motivate us in a spiritual way, and then as well I'm going to I've grabbed their latest video, so we're caught up for now. That's okay. Thank you, Puppet Short Films. The Stock Explorers just started, which is great. Let me drop the link one more time. And then Facing Reality, we're going to look at in a second here. And I've pinned the link as well. So Facing Reality comes to us from Jamaica. This creator brings fun messages in a positive way. They do that in their content and everywhere they go, both here in Tuber Chat and in other live streams and premieres when I run into them. I notice it all the time. They've got 1,150 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to grab their 20-minute video here, put it in my catch-up list. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give the Stock Explorer a thumbs up on the way in and share them out. It's their monetization celebration. The Weightlifting Geek is also doing a monetization celebration right this second, I believe, if they're still on. And we want to always celebrate with these creators. It's a wonderful milestone to have hit. And Tuber Chat will be back tomorrow. That live stream is already set. And thank you, everybody. We'll see you over with the Stock Explorer right now. Bye-bye.